News 4 San Antonio at 6. We're here for you.
Thanks for joining us tonight. I'm Jonathan Martinez.
I'm Mandy Noel. A wild day in court as testimony got underway in the trial of Adrian Gonzales, one of two former police officers charged in connection with the Uvalde school shooting tragedy.
Yeah, after a day of emotional testimony related to the 2022 mass shooting at Robb Elementary in Uvalde, there were some surprising developments that happened during the final hour of court today. There are now questions about how the case will move forward. News 4 San Antonio's Yami Virgin is live in Corpus Christi. She's been covering every aspect of this story since it happened back in 22.
Yami, bring us up to date on the big questions that emerged very late in the day today.
I am going to tell you, we are all in shock. We were listening to one of the teachers that was there outside when the shooting happened, and all of a sudden you see the attorneys kind of looking, and they stopped. And they started questioning, asking her if she had made that exact same statement to the prosecution that she had also given to the Texas Rangers. There is apparently a discrepancy whether the teacher saw the shooter and what side of the building he was at. Why is that a big deal? Well, because they're saying that Adrian Gonzales was near that teacher and that he saw the shooter and allowed him to go into the building. So what happened a few minutes ago, Nico LaHood, who's the defense attorney for Adrian Gonzales, came out and spoke to the media because right now this has stopped until Thursday. We will start up Thursday, but the attorneys will be in that courtroom with a judge who looked extremely upset over all of this because there are serious ramifications. I mean, this could be a mistrial.
We can't disclose that right now. We have to.
Is that something you're considering?
It's a remedy allowed by law, and we're not saying that we're going to take that remedy or not, or argue for that remedy or not yet.
But it is something that's possible.
The judge has that available to him.
Now, what else could happen? Well, tonight they're going to discuss that. Nico told us a few minutes ago that he will be discussing with Jason Goss, the other attorney who's defending in this case, and Adrian Gonzales, what they want from this. It could be a mistrial. It could simply be that they could not use this witness. Why would you not want a mistrial? Well, many people say if you do a mistrial, you don't get the opportunity to clear your name. And we tried to speak to the family members. They have always been very open with the media as we've covered this tragedy. And today, none of them wanted to speak to us on camera. They walked out with serious faces. It was a tearful day in that courtroom as we heard a 911 call. Everyone was crying. Jurors were even crying. And as they walked out, their faces told you the story. They're extremely disappointed.
Yami, so there are major implications, and this all just kind of happened. We're all kind of wrapping our head around it, but what we're saying is that the defense and the prosecution have two different bits of information. So the implication or possibility here is that the prosecution didn't provide all of that testimony to the defense attorneys. Is that kind of what we're hearing? That may be the cause for this mistrial?
Correct, and the judge actually swore in the district attorney for Uvalde, Christina Mitchell, and they started asking questions. They asked her when she interviewed this witness. Again, it wasn't done until a few weeks ago in December. Also, when they were asking her and pushing why this information was not turned over, she said at one part, and we want to play it later on tonight, that she was very busy running her own law firm and trying to try this case.
And Yami, we understand obviously emotions are very high, moving testimony today. Talk to us about the sense that you had mentioned you got from the judge, from the witnesses, from the jurors, and what kind of a wrench this really throws into everything and heightened emotions now as a result of it, not knowing what comes next.
Exactly. I mean, we are all in a media room downstairs. The courtroom is upstairs. There's only 10 members of the media allowed to go up there. Many of us were getting ready for our 5 o'clock live shots when all of a sudden we hear this going on, and the judge sends the jury out, and that's when all the questioning started. We could see the faces on these families, this tragedy that's happened, and now for this to occur. I asked Nico, is this a mistake? He said, we don't know what it is, but it definitely is an issue. If the state had this information and did not turn it over to the defense, this could end up in a mistrial if the judge decides so.
All right, Yami, thanks a lot. Incredible coverage out there.
Absolutely. And we're going to keep bringing you the latest throughout this trial, especially as this progresses, of course, both on air and online. You can also download our News 4 app to get the latest updates sent straight to your phone.
Other news we're following.